And good morning. Online people, please confirm my voice is audible or not.
Audible, sir.
Okay, thank you. So as part of yesterday's session, we discussed about different Windows functions, and I given one use case on the BigQuery. Okay, so today we'll start discussing about a new GCP service called as Cloud SQL. So today we are going to discuss about a new service, new GCP service called as nothing but Cloud SQL. So far we discussed about GCS, we discussed about Compute Engine, and we discussed about BigQuery. What all are these? All these are different GCP services. In the same way, we are having the one more service called as a Cloud SQL. So this is the one more GCP service we are having. So before going to this one, any guesses or did you remember what all are the different services we are having in the cloud? One is IaaS. What is the meaning of IaaS? Infrastructure as service. And we discussed about SAS, which is nothing but software as service. And we discussed about PaaS, which is nothing but PaaS as a service. In the same way, we are having database as service. And we are having storage as service. And we are having data warehouse as service. So like this, we are discussed about different types of the services. Now, our GCS is falling under which kind of service? Google Cloud Storage is falling under which kind of service? We can able to say that is the kind of a storage as service. What about the BigQuery?
Database
or data warehouse? Data warehouse only. So it's a basic question. So BigQuery is a data warehouse. So we can able to say BigQuery is going to work as a kind of a data warehouse as service. In the same way, so today we are going to start discussing about the Cloud SQL. So this is falling under database as service. So whatever the Cloud SQL service which we are going to discuss in the today's session, that is falling under database as service. So we'll try to understand this Cloud SQL as part of our today's session. But before starting the session, hope you people install Postgres in your systems. Yesterday in the Telegram group, I given 2 steps only. Okay, if you completed this installation, well and good. Otherwise, please start the installation at least now, because by completion of this theoretical concept, you can able to complete the download and you can able to complete the installation. Actually, that is having around 350 MB size, and for that reason, yesterday I sent the message for the download and installation. It's a kind of a straightforward installation. You have to click on next. Only at one place, it is going to ask the password. You have to give any password by depending on your convenience. With that, you can able to complete all the installations. Just want to know how many of you completed, online people?
I have completed.
Okay, nice. Offline people? Okay, nice, Andy. Okay, whomever not completed, so please proceed now. So it will complete by once we are going to complete the theoretical concept. In next 5 to 10 minutes, we are going to complete the theory. With that, before that time, you can able to complete your all the installations. Okay, in parallel.
Sir, actually the thing is like it's our company laptop. So yesterday we have told at the end of the day. So there is no IT people to install it. So maybe on Monday it will happen.
Yeah, why you are using company laptop? Better you can use the personal laptop only, because going forward also we are going to install the multiple softwares. I'm not sure whether your company laptop is allowing to install all those softwares or not. My suggestion, better to use the personal laptop.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So second, one question, sir. Sorry for interrupting. While installing, it is showing that please select the application you would like to install. And part of which one I will select, sir? All will or only database server?
No, don't do any changes. Just click on the next. That's it. Don't do any default values there. Okay, whatever is selected, just click on next. That's the reason I'm telling. It's a kind of a straightforward installation. So I think it's by default selecting all the 4 or 5 services which are available there. Don't unselect anything.
It's showing error. You must select at least one package install before continuing.
Okay, so can you please share our screen quickly? We'll check that once. What's your name?
This is Chaturbujan.
I think, sir, he might be trying to install the stack builder.
Okay. Yeah, Chaturbuji, actually I mentioned you at the end we have to uncheck the stack builder. So did you perform that activity? Because nowhere it will ask that kind of information. So no need to select anything. So please follow my instructions clearly, because at the end of the step, before clicking on the finish, there is a checkbox called as a stack builder. We need to unselect that and we need to click on the finish button. If you forgot to unselect, then it is going to ask the other details.
Okay, sir. I forgot that.
Okay. Now see here actually. So please follow the instructions clearly, whatever I mentioned in the steps, Andy. Actually, it's a kind of a straightforward installation. You have to give only the password. At the same time, at the end of the installation, before click on the finish button, there is a checkbox. Please unselect the checkbox, then only click on the finish button. If without unselecting, if you are going to click on the finish button, it will ask for some other details. For that reason, please click on the finish by uncheck the checkbox. With that, you can able to complete your installation. Okay, that is the step 1. And step 2 is nothing but we need to configure Postgres in Cloud SQL under GCP. This is the one more activity we need to perform. So this I will show you now only. So what we have to do here, we need to configure Postgres in the Cloud SQL under the GCP services. Actually, this activity also will take 5 to 10 minutes. For that reason, so hope most of you people completed the installation. Now I will show you how we can able to configure the Postgres in the Cloud SQL by using our GCP account. And to complete this activity in the backend, it will take 5 to 10 minutes of time. Those 10 minutes we can able to utilize for our theoretical discussion. After that, we can able to start with our practicals. Okay. So just to follow my steps, Andy. First one, please open console.cloud.google.com. Please open console.cloud.google.com. Even if you are doing the installation also, no issues, and you can continue these steps also. Both will go in parallel. Please open console.cloud.google.com. Okay. After that, here search for SQL. In the search bar, please search for SQL. If you search for the SQL, here you can able to see the options like this. You are having the SQL and SQL workspace. Please select the SQL and don't select the SQL workspace. Here what we have to select? We need to select the option called as a SQL. This is nothing but our Cloud SQL. So please click on the SQL. Don't click on the SQL workspace. Click on SQL. Search for SQL and click on SQL. Now come into next step. It is going to open your Cloud SQL console. In this console, if you are logging first time, it is asking enable the API. So please click on that. Please click on enable the API if it is asking.
No, it's asking create instance.
Yeah, for some people directly it will display the create instance. For some people might be it will ask the enable the API. If it is asking the enable API, please click on that. Otherwise, you can click on the create instance. If it is showing create instance, please click on create instance. If it is showing enable the API, please click on the enable the API. If it is showing the create the instance, please click on the create instance. Okay. So once you click on the create instance, here you can able to see the 3 options, Andy. One is the MySQL, one is the Postgres SQL, and one is the SQL server. So why it is showing all the databases here? On which service we are working currently? We are working on the Cloud SQL. Indirectly, Cloud SQL is a kind of a fully managed database, Andy. Earlier, if you remember how we worked on the MySQL, in our local system, we installed the MySQL. After that, we created the database. After that, we started practice on the MySQL. That is on your local system. But coming to here, we are using the local system or we are using the cloud. We are using the cloud by using our GCP. So within the GCP, whenever you want to deal with any database, we are having the option, we are having the service called as a Cloud SQL service. And now coming to GCP side, this Cloud SQL is supporting all these three relational databases. Which databases it is supporting? MySQL, Postgres, and SQL Server. Earlier already we discussed about the MySQL and you did the perform the practice on the MySQL. For that reason, today, instead of going to work on the MySQL, we are going to work on the Postgres SQL. And now you tell me, in between all these databases, we are going to write the different kind of queries or we are going to write the same queries?
Same.
Obviously, we are going to write the same queries. And if you are going to work on any database, 90 to 95% of our queries are same only. But coming to here, already we discussed about the MySQL. For that reason, as part of Cloud SQL, we are going to discuss about the Postgres SQL. With that, you can able to get some understanding about one more SQL as part of our course. Okay. So we clicked on the create instance. Now my requirement is I want to create the instance for the Postgres SQL. For that reason, just click on choose Postgres SQL. Choose Postgres SQL. So don't ask me the question, sir, why we haven't selected the MySQL or SQL Server. If you want, we can able to select anything. And the only thing is nothing but we need to get some kind of practice on the Cloud SQL. MySQL already we discussed in the previous classes. That's the reason, just for one more database explosion, we are selecting the option called as a Postgres SQL. Okay. Now, once we are going to select the Postgres SQL, it is asking some details like this. And so please fill all the details. In the instance ID, you can able to give any name. I am given the name is, for example, here Qt sample.
Before that, it's asking enable API. Can I click that?
Yeah, you can click on that. So wherever it is asking the enable API, please click on that. So it is asking the details like instance ID. You can give any instance ID. And after that, it is asking the password. So please specify the password.
It's like VM only, right, sir?
Sorry.
It's a instance is nothing but a VM or something different.
In the backend, it is going to create the database servers and everything
Server.
automatically.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Same.
Okay. Yeah. And just one suggestion here, Andy. As part of our course, wherever it is going to ask the password, everywhere try to give the same password. With that, what will happen? No need to remember the password for each and every different things. And earlier we installed the MySQL. At that time we given one password. Yesterday, I hope you installed the Postgres. There also we are given the password. Again, as part of creation of the instance for the Postgres SQL, here also it is given the password. It is asking the password. Everywhere, if you are given the different password, you can able to forget the password or you can able to get the confusion. That's the reason, wherever it is asking the password, try to give the same password. With that, you won't have any kind of confusion. Okay. So please give the instance ID. After that, give the password. After that, it is asking which version of the Postgres SQL you want to create. So we are given the option as the latest version, which is nothing but Postgres SQL 15. Please give the instance ID. After that, specify the password. After that, choose the default option as a Postgres SQL 15. After that, leave enterprise as is. Don't do any changes on top of enterprise. Now, if you see the next one, Andy, so choose a preset for this edition. Here we are having the three options. One is the production, one is the development, and one is the sandbox. Here in the real time, we are going to select the option called as a production, but this is more cost, Andy. So we have to pay more cost. For that reason, as part of our practice today, please select this option as a development. Please select the option as a development here. Instead of production, please select the option as a development. Okay. After that, again, it is asking the region. And here also, if you see, we are having the single region or multi-zone, single zone or multi-zone. If you want to get the high availability, we can go for the multi-zone. And if we are going to work in the real time also, we are going to select the multi-zone only. But if you are going to select the multiple zones, what will happen again? It is going to increase the cost. For that reason, just for the practice purpose, we are creating all these things. And for that reason, here select the option as a only single zone. Don't do any changes here also. Indirectly, I can able to say in this entire window, we are given the only instance ID. We are given the password. After that, we are changing the only one option called as a preset for this edition. Instead of production, we are giving it as a development. After that, don't do any other modifications. Just click on create instance. After giving all these details, click on create instance. After giving all these things, just click on create instance. Now, to create the instance, it will take 5 to 7 minutes of time. And in these 5 to 7 minutes, we'll try to understand what is the Cloud SQL and what is the purpose of the Cloud SQL. By completion of the theoretical topic, your instance would be ready. With that, we can able to continue with our practical sessions. Okay. As I already told you, so in the GCP, we are having the service called as a Cloud SQL. And what type of service it is? This is nothing but storage as, sorry, it's my mistake. This is a kind of database as service. So this we can able to call it as a database as service only. And we can able to say, if you remember earlier, what all are the different cloud features we discussed? If you remember, in the cloud, what all are the features we are going to get? One is high availability. What is
Scalability.
we are going to get? Scalability. And one more thing, fully managed and
Fault tolerant.
we discussed about fault tolerance. So like this, we discussed about around 7 to 8 different features on top of the cloud only. Now tell me, all these features are applicable for only one service, or it is applicable for all the services?
Every service.
It is applicable for all the services, whatever is available in the GCP side. Earlier, if you remember, we discussed about the BigQuery. What is the BigQuery? BigQuery is a kind of a fully managed service. It is going to provide the high availability, high scalability. Like that, we discussed about the what is the definition of the BigQuery. And the same way for the Cloud SQL also we can able to say it is a kind of a fully managed database system which is having in our GCP side. And in the Cloud SQL we can able to see the features called as a scalability. In the Cloud SQL we can able to see the feature called as a high availability. In the Cloud SQL we can able to see the feature called as a fault tolerant. Already we discussed about all these features as part of our previous classes. Same features are going to applicable again on top of your Cloud SQL service also. You try to recap. What is the meaning of scalability?
We can
by depending on the requirement, either we can able to increase the number of services or we can able to decrease the number of the services. That activity we can able to call it as a scalability. How many types of scalabilities we are having? Two types. What are those? Vertical scalability and horizontal scalability. What is meant by vertical scalability?
If you are increase the
Within the system, if you are going to increase the services or resources, that we can able to call it as a vertical scalability. What about horizontal scalability? If you are going to add the external system, that we can able to call it as a horizontal scalability. That's the way simply you can able to recap what we discussed on top of the scalability. What is meant by high availability? If you remember, earlier when we are creating the Postgres instance, it is asking choose the region. There we are having the option as a single region and multi-region. With the help of the single region, what we are going to get, high availability or low availability? We are going to get the low availability. But if you are going to select the multi-region, what will happen? You are going to get the high availability. What it means indirectly? Whatever the instance we are creating, that instance is creating in the multiple regions only. In any one of the region, if your instance is going to fail, what will happen? From the other region, automatically it can able to replicate everything. That kind of feature only we can able to call it as a high availability. Now tell me, in the cloud side, how much percentage of high availability they are giving? 99.9999%. So they are given the 99.999% of high availability for each and every service. Already we discussed about the cloud features. All these features are applicable for each and every service. Now indirectly we are trying to understand, in the Cloud SQL you are having the scalability feature. In the Cloud SQL you are having the high availability feature. What is meant by fault tolerant?
Whenever the failure happen.
If any failure is happening on one system, automatically second system will come into the picture to take care of all the responsibilities of the first system. That kind of activity only we can able to call it as a fault tolerant. But tell me here, out of all these features, are we doing anything? High availability, are we doing anything? Scalability, are we doing anything? Nothing we are doing. Only we can able to say we are giving minimal inputs.
Configuration.
With minimal inputs, Cloud SQL will provide all above features. Simply we can able to say with the basic or with the minimal input study, what is going to happen here? It is Cloud SQL is going to provide all the above features. If you remember the high availability, we are selecting the single region or multi-region. If you want to get the high availability, highest availability, we have to go for multi-region. If you want to get the normal availability, we can able to go for the single region. Like that, whenever we are going to use the Cloud SQL service, we are going to give some kind of minimal inputs only. With those minimal inputs, what will happen? Automatically, you can able to get all these features on top of your Cloud SQL. Okay. In the same way, we are having few more features on top of your Cloud SQL. We'll try to understand those. Okay. If you just observe here, definition of here. So simply we can able to say Google Cloud SQL is nothing but it's a kind of a fully managed relational database. Why they are calling it as a relational database, Andy? Earlier, if you remember, when we opened the Cloud SQL, what all are the options we are having? MySQL, Postgres SQL, SQL Server. All those three are nothing but our relational databases, Andy. So whenever we are going to use the Cloud SQL, by using the Cloud SQL, you can able to work on the relational databases on top of your cloud or on top of the local system. On the cloud, we are going to work on the relational databases with the help of the Cloud SQL, and it's a kind of a fully managed system. Cloud SQL is nothing but it's a kind of a fully managed. At the same time, what all are the options they are going to provide? They are given the enhance the reliability and improve the scalability. At the same time, with the help of the Cloud SQL, we can able to manage the database in the very simplified way. And what is the meaning of simplifying the database management? Any guesses? What is meant by simplify database management? For example, on-premise, if you want to maintain one database, what we have to do? We need to install the softwares, and we need to maintain servers, and we need to maintain network. Okay. And in future, if any new version is coming for this software, we need to add the patches or we need to upgrade the softwares. So all these are comes under nothing but our database management. Now you tell me, on the on-premise systems or in the local systems, Andy, who is going to perform all these activities in general?
We only.
We can able to say data in the real time. I'm asking in your personal system you are doing, but if you are going to work in the real time on-premise system,
DBS.
who is going to take care of all these activities, Andy? Our DBS are going to take care of all these activities. They need to create the servers, they need to create the network. After that, they need to install the softwares, and whenever any new version is coming, they need to install they need to upgrade the new version, or they need to add the patches. All these activities as a DBA, they need to perform in the on-premise systems, Andy. But if we are going to use the cloud, what is going to happen? All these options are going to happen in very simplified way. If you remember, just a few minutes back, we created Postgres instance. Okay. Now, within 5 minutes, it will be ready. What is the meaning of ready here?
It will
What
be
is the meaning of
configured
ready?
everything.
In the back end, it will configure, it will do the setup and everything, and servers, networking, software installation, everything. Who is taking care? Your cloud only will taking care. That's the reason we are saying that with the help of the Cloud SQL, automatically what we are going to get here, we are going to get the simply database management. Other than that, if you observe here, it is going to provide the multiple database engine support. What are the multiple databases it is supporting? As we saw earlier, it is supporting SQL Server, MySQL, and Postgres SQL. By depending on your requirement, you can able to pick any one of the database on top of your Cloud SQL. In the same way, as we discussed already, it is going to provide the option called as a high availability. It is providing the option called as a scalability. In between, we are having the one option called as a automated backup. What is the meaning of automated backup, Andy? For example, on-premise system, generally what will happen is your DBS will define every 7 days, I need to get the backup of your whole database. For this, DBA will prepare few scripts. With that, backup mechanism will happen. So all these things are happening in the on-premise. As a DBA, they are going to prepare some kind of scripts. With those scripts, what will happen? It is going to take the backup of your database on the on-premise systems only. But coming to cloud, here no need to perform any activities like this. Just we are going to see one option called as a how many days of backup you are looking. It is given the option like this. Just we have to specify you are looking the 7 days of backup, or you are looking the 3 days of backup, or you are looking the 2 days of backup. And just we have to give some minimal input. With this minimal input, automatically what will happen? It is going to take the backups automatically. It is performing the backup operation automatically. But for that, we have to give some kind of minimal inputs, and with that automatically we can able to get the backups. In the same way, one more feature we discussed about on top of the cloud features, and which is nothing but our replication. What is the meaning of replication, if you remember?
Duplicate.
Exact mirror.
It is going to take the exact mirror on the different servers, and which is nothing but if one server or one machine is going to fail, automatically we can able to replicate the same data, or we can able to restore the same data from the other machine. That kind of option only we can able to call it as a replication. And already we discussed about the patch management. What is meant by patch management? If any new version of the softwares are coming for the Postgres, or if they are doing any kind of fixes, they are going to release the patches, and for all those patches, automatically what will happen? Your Cloud SQL will update all those patches automatically. Like that, all these are the different features we can able to understand on top of your Cloud SQL. If you observe here, most of the features already we discussed as part of our previous classes, like high availability, scalability, replication, and we discussed about all these kind of compatibility. All these kind of features already we covered as part of our previous classes, and all those features are by default is going to applicable for your Cloud SQL also. Other than this, what else we are discussing here? Cloud SQL is going to provide the support for multiple database engines. Is it a simple statement or complex statement? It's a very simple statement. Indirectly, Cloud SQL is going to provide the support for MySQL, Postgres SQL, and SQL Server. In the same way, your Cloud SQL is going to automate the patch management. Your Cloud SQL is going to take care of the automate backups, and like this, our Cloud SQL is going to provide all these kind of features. That's the reason whenever you want to work on any relational database, instead of using the on-premise relational database, what we can do here? Here we can use the Cloud SQL on top of our GCP. With that, you can able to manage all the relational databases by depending on our requirement. Okay. Up to here, any questions or confusions, please ask me.
Sir, it is only for 3 servers, or it's only?
Sorry, can you repeat?
It is supporting only 3 servers like MySQL, SQL Server, and
yeah.
Postgres.
At present, it is supporting only these 3 relational databases, and might be in the coming days they will add the other relational databases. But at present, GCP Cloud SQL is supporting only 3 databases: MySQL, SQL Server, Postgres. But might be after 6 months they will add the one more database. We are not sure about that. But at present, it is supporting only 3 relational databases.
Sir, in the backup session, I heard what snapshot. Is that backup and snapshot both are same, or?
Yeah, both are same, Andy. Yep.
Okay.
No, actually in the backup, what will happen is we are going to take the complete backup. But coming to snapshot, what will happen is we are going to take the partial backup. As part of taking the snapshot, we can able to specify how much snapshot of data you are looking for. So only that snapshot we can able to take by depending on our requirement. If you want, you can able to take the complete snapshot also, or we can able to select the only partial snapshot by depending on our requirement.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Now see here, just to go back to your Cloud SQL once, just to verify, are you seeing this green button or not? Just observe in the Cloud SQL, are you able to seeing this green button on your console? If you are seeing the green button, what it means here indirectly, your Postgres is ready for the purpose of doing your work. Okay. Now, if it is showing this green button, now first we'll try to understand what activities we are going to perform today, and with that you can get a clear picture. First one, we are installing Postgres in local system. What we did, we are installing the Postgres in local system. This is the first activity. Second activity, we'll create Postgres instance in GCP Cloud SQL. What I'm doing here, we are going to create the Postgres instance in the GCP Cloud SQL. I can able to say this activity is already completed as per the steps yesterday given in the Telegram group, and with that you install the Postgres in your local system. After that, we need to create the Postgres instance in the GCP Cloud SQL. Just now we perform that activity. This also I can able to say done. Okay. Now, third step, we need to access Postgres cloud Postgres into our local system. So what is the requirement here? I want to access cloud Postgres instance into our local system. From the local system, I want to control the cloud Postgres and indirectly, if you remember earlier, we are doing the activities from the GCP console. Instead of doing these activities from the console, what we can do here? We can able to use the Cloud SDK. Cloud SDK, we are accessing from the local system. From the local system, we are accessing our GCP service and in the same way, coming to here, Cloud SQL Postgres instance, whatever I created, I need to access this into our local system. To perform this activity, what we are going to do here is, we are going to do some changes in the network settings. What we are going to do here, we are going to do some changes in the network settings, Andy. So I am trying to explain all the steps, whatever we are going to perform in the next 30 minutes. Please try to understand all these steps, Andy. With that, you won't get any kind of confusion. Otherwise, what will happen? You will get lot of confusion why we are doing that activity or this activity, Andy. That's the reason. Please try to understand what are the steps we are going to cover in next 30 to 40 minutes or next 1 hour or 2 hours, Andy. First one, we are going to install the Postgres in our local system to perform some activities in our local system. Second thing, we are creating the Postgres instance in the GCP Cloud SQL service. With that, we are going to maintain the relational database on top of our cloud. Third thing, I want to access this cloud Postgres instance into our local system. Indirectly, I want to integrate the step 1 and step 2 to perform that activity. Here, we need to do some changes in the network settings. Okay. After that, fourth step, in local Postgres, we are going to configure cloud Postgres instance. So what I'm going to do here, in the local Postgres, whatever we install, by using that, I am going to configure the cloud Postgres instance, and after that, I will run my queries. Now, for example, if I am going to create the table, you try to give the answer where this table is going to create after performing this activity.
Hello.
What I'm doing in the local Postgres, we are going to configure our cloud Postgres, which is nothing but after doing this activity, if I am going to create the table, this table is going to create in the local Postgres or this table is going to create in the cloud Postgres. It is going to create it in the cloud Postgres, and in the same way, if you want, you can able to create the table, or you can able to insert the data, or you can able to run any kind of SQL queries, but all these activities are happening indirectly on what? All these are happening on top of your cloud Postgres. But if you want to access the cloud Postgres from the local, we need to have some kind of a platform. For that platform, what we did here, we installed the Postgres in our local system. After the installation of the Postgres in the local system, by using this one, what we are doing here, we are configuring our cloud Postgres. With that, you can able to run any kind of queries by depending on our requirement. Okay. Now, after this, what we will do here is, we will create one table in Postgres. What we are going to do here, we are going to create one table in the cloud Postgres. After that, we will try to access this table in BigQuery. Just try to understand these two statements, and what I'm telling here, we are going to create the table in the cloud Postgres. Indirectly, in the cloud relational database, we are having one table. Now, that table I want to access with the help of the BigQuery. Indirectly, what we are going to do here, we are going to perform integration between these services, Cloud SQL and BigQuery service. Okay. So all these are the activities we are going to perform in the practical way. Maybe it will take 1 hour or it will take 2 hours only. We'll try to go all these steps in the very slow way. With that, you can able to get the clear picture, because as part of real time, we are going to perform these kind of activities, and you need to understand the individual services. At the same time, we need to understand about how we are going to integrate the multiple services by depending on our requirement. Already you know about the BigQuery. Now we are discussing about the Cloud SQL. At the end of the session, what we are going to do here, we are going to integrate the Cloud SQL and BigQuery. Indirectly, in the BigQuery, I am going to frame a query to retrieve data from Postgres table. Now, where we are having the Postgres table? In the Cloud SQL. For that reason, we are going to perform the integration activity between the Cloud SQL and BigQuery. With that, we can able to run any kind of queries on top of the BigQuery by using our Postgres table. And one more activity we are going to do here is, in the BigQuery, I will maintain BigQuery table 1, I will maintain BigQuery table 2, and by using these two tables, I will join with Postgres table. So that's what we are doing here. In between three different tables, we are going to perform the join operation. I will explain the requirement later, Andy, but at the high level, try to understand. We are going to apply the join between the three different tables. Out of all the three tables, all the tables are coming from the same BigQuery, or it is coming from the different database also. Two are the BigQuery tables, BigQuery table 1 and BigQuery table 2. Coming to third table, whatever we are going to use, that table we are creating in the Postgres SQL, or we are creating it in the Cloud SQL. That table also we are going to access within the BigQuery. We are applying the join between BigQuery tables and on top of our Postgres table. That activity only we are calling it as a integration between Cloud SQL and BigQuery. It's a kind of a advanced concept, or we can able to call it as a very advanced concept only. But if you want to understand all these things, what need to happen? We need to go step by step. That's the reason we'll go step by step. With that, you can able to get the clear picture how we are going to perform all these activities as part of our real-time projects. Okay. One more thing, try to understand here, Andy. In the real time, are we going to perform all these steps? Are we going to perform the installation in the real time?
No.
No. Are we going to create the instances in the real time? No, because in the real time, your admin team is going to perform all the activities, Andy. But if you want to perform the practice, who is the admin? You are the admin. Who is the developer? You are the developer. Who is the tester? You are only the tester. That's the reason you yourself has to perform all the activities to complete this end-to-end process. For that reason only, we are performing all the installations and creation of the instances, Andy. But by seeing all these things, don't get the confusion why it is looking like very complex. Can I able to survive in the real time? Don't think about all such kind of things, Andy, because if you are going to work in the real time, what activity we are going to perform? Just we are going to write the SQL queries on the BigQuery by performing integration between Cloud SQL and BigQuery. Indirectly, I can able to say you are going to perform only these two activities in the real time. Creating the tables in the Postgres and accessing those tables with the help of the BigQuery. Only these two activities we are going to perform in the real time. If you want, what I can do here, just I can able to show everything for these two steps in my system, and we can go for the next topic, Andy. But with that, we cannot able to get any kind of practical knowledge. For that reason, we are performing these 4 steps also. With that, you can able to understand what activities we are going to perform in our real-time projects. Okay. Any questions up to here? Is it clear what is the agenda for our next 2 hours? Next 2 hours in the sense up to 10, after that 11:30 to 1. In next 1 hour or 2.5 hours, we are going to discuss about all these steps in detail. Okay. Now we'll try to understand. So this activity is completed and this activity is completed. Now what we need to do here? We need to access Cloud Postgres instance into our local system, and for that we need to maintain some kind of network settings. For this, please open your Chrome browser. Just open your Chrome browser. Just search with the my IP. Please do this activity. Search with my IP. In the Google Chrome browser or in the Google search, just to search with the my IP or my IP address. Once you are going to do this activity, Andy, here you can able to get one output like this. What is my IP? So you in my system, it is showing it as a 183.82.108.240. Might be in your system you are having the different IP. Might be you are having the same IP. Please copy this IP into your notepad. Please copy this IP into your notepad. And tell me, for example, after completion of the class, you are going to your home. In the home, you are connecting to the Wi-Fi or you are connecting to the LAN, and then we are going to have the same IP or we are going to have the different IP. We are going to have the different IP. Indirectly, whatever the activities we are going to perform in the next 1 or 2 steps, Andy, you have to repeat the same activity if you are working from the home, because in the insured Wi-Fi, this is the IP we are seeing. Now, if you are going to the home, what will happen automatically? Your IP is going to change. That's the reason whatever the next 2 activities we are going to perform, same activities you have to repeat if you want to perform the practice at your home. Okay. Now, please go back to your Cloud SQL console. Please go back to your Cloud SQL console. Okay. Here you can able to see the option called as a connections. In the left side, you can able to see the option called as a connections. Please click on that. In the left side, you can able to see the option called as a connections. Please click on that. Okay. After that, please go to the networking tab. Click on connections. After that, go to networking tab in this section. Go to networking tab. After that, please click on add a network. Click on add a network. Okay. It is asking some name. So please give the name. You can give any name only. You can give sample or you can give your name, any name. Just give a generic name. Click on add network. After that, please give the name. After that, it is asking the network. So please give your IP address. Whatever the IP address you copied in the previous step, please give that IP address. After that, please give /32. This is very, very important. In the example, if you see, we are having it as a /24 only, but the 24 is not working. So you have to give it as a /32. Give your IP address /32. Give your IP address. After that,
Sir,
yeah, please.
sorry, sir, network is very slow. Can you please tell me how to take the network IP address? That alone, could you please repeat, sir?
Open your Google Chrome browser. In the Google search, please give it as a my IP. Search with the my IP only. Once you are going to search with the my IP, then you can able to see the IP address like this. This IP address you have to take. Okay, so give your IP address and give it as a /32. Don't give the same IP address whatever I'm showing on my screen. And in your system might be you are having the different IP address. How to get the IP address here? Just we need to go to the Google search and search with the my IP. And once you are going to search with the my IP, you can able to get the IP address. That IP address we need to give here. Changed. Okay, after giving this one, just click on done. This is one more important thing. Instead of clicking on the done, some people what they are doing is directly they are going to click on the save button. First we have to click on the done, then only you need to click on the save. Please take care of this. Click on save. So for saving, it will take just 30 to 40 seconds only. Just wait for a few minutes.
In the my IP, we are getting like alphabets also in that. Is that also correct, sir?
No, it will give the numbers only in the my IP.
Yeah, same place I'm getting with the C036.
Yes, sir. Same. I did not get the slash number, sir.
No, slash number you won't get it only. You will get the only IP address. We need to add the slash when you are given the IP address in the networking tab.
Slash that number. What number do I have to give, sir? Whatever you have given now.
Yeah, /32 you have to give.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
After clicking the done, what should we do?
After clicking on,
Done.
you need to click on save. Below, if you scroll down, you can able to see the option called as save only. So please click on that. Click on save.
Sir, why that /32, sir?
That is a kind of a port number.
Oh,
okay. Okay. Just observe here. One more step we have to perform. In the left side here, you can able to see the option called as a users. Earlier we clicked on the connections. Now please click on the users. Below the connections, you can able to see the option called as a users. Please click on that.
Sir, I'm getting that the IP address already taken user.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
The invalid request entered the IP address, which is already automatically included in the network.
So
authorized
might be
by
then it is
Google.
already taken under, so then you can ignore that. No need to perform that activity.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so click on the users. Once you click on the users, you are going to see the window like this. Here already, if you observe, we are having the one user called as a Postgres user only. Now, for this Postgres user, just we are going to change the password. What is the username we are having here? We are having the username as a Postgres. Just click on these three dots. Click on these three dots. Click on change password. So my sincere request, please travel parallelly with me. If you are lagging behind, what will happen? Again, I have to repeat each and everything. It will take good amount of time only. For that reason, please travel parallelly with me. In this window, already we are having the user called as a Postgres. Here we can able to see the three dots. Click on the three dots. Click on change password. Click on change password. Here, give the password. As I told you earlier, please give the same password everywhere. Then you won't get any kind of confusion. Otherwise, what will happen? You will get lot of confusion. Give the password, click on OK. Click on the three dots, click on the change password, give the password. After that, just click on the OK button. Okay, here in that I can able to say in network settings, we given our system IP under networking tab from connections. We went to the connections. In the connections, we went to the networking tab. Within the networking tab, we given our IP address. How we taken the IP address in the Google search? Just to give it as a my IP. With that, you can able to get your system IP address. That IP address we given. Okay. After that, what we have done? Change the password for your Postgres user. For this, what we have done? We went to the user section. There, click on change password. With that, we have changed the password. Okay. Indirectly, we are making everything ready on our cloud Postgres instance to connect it to our local ND. Why we given the IP address? Any guess? IP address of your local system we are giving, which is nothing but from the local system. I want to connect to my cloud system. That's the reason we are giving those kind of IP address and everything. And so with that, what will happen? Now you can able to access the Postgres on top of your local system. That's the reason only just be given the network settings and be given the change in the passwords. Okay. Now, after doing all these activities, next step here is please go to your start button, Windows Start. Please go to Windows Start. Search for PG admin. Search for PG admin. Search for PG admin. If you search for the PG admin, you can able to see one option called as or one application called as a PG admin 400. Please click on that. Here you can able to see PG admin 4 like this. Once you completed the installation, once you completed the first step properly, what will happen here? In the start button, you can able to see the option called as a PG admin 4. Just search with the PG admin. With that, you can able to see the desktop application called as a PG admin 4. Please click on that. It will take 20-30 seconds to open that application. Yeah, before opening this, any questions or issues so far? And do we need to perform all these activities every time? It's not required. First time we are working on the Cloud SQL or first time we are working on the Postgres. For that reason, it is taking some time to understand. It will take some time to perform all these activities. But if we are going to perform all these activities one time end to end, second time what will happen? It won't take this. It won't take this much of time. Within 5 to 10 minutes only, you can able to complete all these activities.
Sir,
So here my confusion is like BigQuery will do all these activities, right, sir? But why we are going for the Cloud SQL specially?
Yeah, because in the real time, so sometimes we have to do some kind of POCs by using the different databases. And for example, you want to create the reports. To create the reports, we are having some tables in the MySQL, some tables we are having in the BigQuery. Now you want to take the decision. You want to migrate everything from the MySQL to BigQuery. Before taking the decision, what we have to do, we need to perform some kind of POCs, or we need to run some kind of POCs to see the data or to analyze the data. In the situation, how you can able to access your Postgres tables from the BigQuery. To perform such kind of activities, we need to have knowledge on all these kind of activities. Or simply I can able to say, if you ask me what I can able to say, in the Postgres we are having a table, I will upload the data into one text file. By using the text file, I will upload that text file into the GCS bucket. From there I can able to perform all the activities in the BigQuery. That way also we can able to perform everything only. But in the real time, in some of the projects, we are not going to perform that kind of activities directly. For that reason, you need to have knowledge about all these kind of activities to perform some extra activities in some of the projects. Is it clear?
Sir, I am getting fatal error, sir. PG admin 4 server could not be contacted.
Yeah, please close that window once and please try to reopen one more time.
sir, if
Yeah,
we are
please.
accessing Postgres tables through BigQuery, so these tables should be external tables, right?
Can you repeat the question? You are asking external table? Yes, it's a
And
external table, but are we creating any tables in the BigQuery? We are not creating any tables in the BigQuery only. We are accessing the tables from the Postgres. Indirectly, in the BigQuery, we are not storing any data. We are not creating any kind of tables. With the help of the BigQuery, directly what I'm doing here, I am accessing the tables from the Postgres. Is it clear? In the BigQuery, we are not creating a separate table for the Postgres table. With the help of the BigQuery, we are going to maintain the communication with the Postgres. Indirectly, where we are having all the tables and data in the Postgres only, but we are accessing that data with the help of our BigQuery queries.
Yes.
Okay. Now see here, so for example, as part of opening this PG admin, if you are getting any kind of errors, Sandy, please close that window. Try to open the same PG admin for one more time. Second time also, if you are getting the error, please try to open the third time. With that, at least in the first attempt or in the second attempt or in the third attempt, it is going to open. Now for me also in the first attempt, it is given the error. Coming to second attempt, it is not giving any kind of error. It is going to open the window like this. Okay. Once it is going to open the window like this, Sandy.
It came as a server's welcome page. So which one we need to click, sir?
I didn't get that. Can you repeat?
Yeah. So in the left side we are having the servers. In the right side we are the quick links get started and all. So which one we need to click on here?
You here click on the servers.
Servers. Okay.
Okay, here you can able to see the servers only, and just to click on the Postgres 15, or if it is, or it will ask the password like this. So for example, if we are accessing the first time of this application, it is asking the password like this. Whatever the password you have given in here, please try to enter the same password one more time here.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. I just missed past 2 minutes. Can you tell me where is this admin, sir?
Now, that's the reason I'm telling you. So please travel parallelly with me. If you are missing 1 minute, again
Yeah,
I have to
I'm
repeat
sorry.
everything.
Yeah. No, just tell me where is
Now
that
please
admin?
go to the start. In the start, please
Okay.
try for PG admin. If you type the PG admin here, you can able to see the application called as a PG admin 4. Please click on that.
Yeah, I
Once you
got
click
it.
on that, then you can able to see this window.
Got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. See, it is going to ask the password like this, Sandy. So here you need to enter the password already we set up earlier. Give the same password here. Just click on OK button. Offline people, any questions up to here? Is it working? Working? No? What's the error? Close that window again open one more time. Just 1 minute and online people, offline people are facing some issue. Okay. Now here you can able to see the Postgres, and under this you can able to see all the required information. Now tell me here, this is the local Postgres or this is the cloud Postgres? This is the local one because we install the Postgres on your local system. After that, we open the Postgres by using the PG admin for third-party application. With that, here you can able to see the Postgres handy. Now, for example, in the local system, if you want to create the tables, what we can do here is just observe on the Postgres. Please right click on the Postgres database. Please right click. Now here we can able to see the option called as a query tool. Please click on that. Please click on the query tool. So right click on the Postgres database. After that, click on query tool. So once you click on the query tool, it is going to open the window like this, Andy. So in this window, we can able to perform or we can able to run any kind of SQL queries by depending on our requirement. So once you are going to connect to the server, in the left side on the Postgres database, right click and click on query tool. Once we click on the query tool, it is going to open the query window like this. In this query window, you can able to run any kind of queries by depending on our requirement. Here, what I'm doing is, for example, I'm giving it as select star from information underscore schema dot tables. Any guesses what is this table? Information underscore schema dot tables. This is the one of the system table which is having all the tables information of your Postgres, and we are having the same type of table in the MySQL also. In the MySQL, we are giving it as a INMODB underscore something, but coming to Postgres, we are giving it as a information underscore schema dot tables. Now this is the query I'm writing. If you want to run the query, just click on the run button. See, if you click on the run button, it is going to run the query. It is given the output. Indirectly here, we are running the queries on top of your local Postgres, and so far, just we open the local Postgres. On top of the local Postgres, we open the query window. In that query window, we are running all the queries. Now, for example, if you want to perform the practice only in the local, what we can do? Here you can able to create the tables, or you can able to insert the data, or you can able to perform any kind of activities on top of your local Postgres. But our requirement is, I want to perform all these activities locally, or we need to perform all these activities on the cloud Postgres. We need to perform all these activities on the cloud Postgres, but to perform that activity, we are going to use this window as a third-party application. Now, what we have to do here is, we are having the Postgres SQL 15 server, but we need to configure our cloud Postgres SQL server. For that reason, what I'm going to do here is, just observe on the servers, please right click. If you see top, we are having the servers, and please right click on that. On the servers, right click on register. Then you can able to see the option called as a server. In this window, you can able to see the servers. Beside that, you can able to see the register. Beside that, you can able to see the option called as a server. Please click on that. Then it is going to open the window like this. Indirectly, if you observe here, what I'm doing, I am registering a server. Any guesses what is the server we are going to register? Which server we are going to register? In the cloud, whatever the instance we created for the Postgres, and that server we are replicating in our local system, because I want to do all the activities very fastly by using my local system. That's the reason we are going to register the server which we created on the cloud SQL to our local system. Here you can give any name. For my understanding, I'm giving the name as a cloud Postgres. You can give any name, and just for my understanding, I'm giving the server name as a cloud Postgres. After that, please go to the connection tab. After that, please go to the connection tab. In the connection tab, if you observe here, first one, it is asking the host name or address, and now tell me what is the address we need to give. We need to give our IP address, or we need to give the Cloud SQL Postgres IP address. We need to give the Cloud SQL Postgres address, and for that reason, please go to your Cloud SQL window or Cloud SQL console. Please go to your Cloud SQL console. Please go to your Cloud SQL console. In the Cloud SQL console, If we observe here, we can able to see different IP addresses. We are having the public IP address. We are having the outgoing IP address. We are having the connection name. You can able to see all these kind of information. Now, out of all these things, Andy, please take the outgoing IP address. Copy this. By click on this, you can able to copy that. Please copy the outgoing IP address. And come back to your PG admin window. Here, give the paste the IP address. Whatever the IP address you taken from the Cloud SQL, please paste that IP address into your PG admin window under the connections.
In the Cloud SQL, in the left side, which tab it is having the details, sir?
Click on overview and click on the overview. Once you click on the overview, you can able to get this window. In this window, you can able to see all the IP addresses. In the left side, earlier I think you are in the users page. Now click on the overview button. Once you click on the overview button, then you can able to get this window. In this window, please take the outgoing IP address. This IP address only we are giving in the connections tab. In the connections under the host name, we have to give this IP address. Okay. Next one, port. Don't do any changes on the same port we have to use here. We have to give the same 5432. After that, maintenance database, don't do any modification. Same Postgres we are going to use. Username also, same thing. What about the password? Whatever the password you configured, so please give that password here, Andy. Username is same. Password, earlier in the user section, we changed the password, right? Whatever the password you have given, please give that password here. After that, please click on save.
Should we save the password?
Sorry?
Should we save the password?
Sending means I didn't get that. Can you please repeat?
On that option, one save password option is there, sir. That is why I'm saying. Before saving.
1 second, I'm checking that.
Connection. Yes.
Here?
Save password. Yes.
Don't save the password. For example, if you are given the wrong password, if you want to do that change of the password, it will take again good amount of time. That's the reason don't click on the save passwords or anything. Just give the password, click on save. That's it. Okay. Now see in my system, for the cloud Postgres, whatever the connection we created or whatever the server we registered, that server information we can able to see. Now if you observe here we are having the two servers only. What is the first server or what is the second server? Any guess? First server is local one or cloud one? First server is the local one, and what about the second one? This is the cloud one. Now, how it is connected to our cloud Postgres? Because we given the IP address, you given the username, you given the password, whatever the required information is required, we given all that information under the connection. With that, what will happen? It can able to communicate to your cloud SQL Postgres. With that, if you are going to create the tables or if you are going to insert the data, all that information is going to capture on top of your cloud Postgres only. For that reason only, we are performing all these activities from last to 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. Up to here, again, any questions or confusions, please ask me.
Sir, I have not get that local one Postgres SQL 15.
Yeah, which means your installation is not happened properly, Andy. Yeah, forgot about the Postgres SQL 15. Try to create the second one. Because anyhow, we are not going to work on the local server. We are going to work on the cloud server only. If you are not getting the Postgres SQL 15, might be some problem with your installation. You can ignore that. Please continue with the second one, cloud Postgres only.
Sir,
I'm
getting connection timeout error. I did the 2 times same error.
Yeah, there might be, I think you given the wrong IP address as part of your network connection, Sandy. Other people all getting the same error, or people are getting the success?
I have connected successfully, sir. Successfully connected.
Good. In offline also people.
Looks good to me, sir.
Okay. You people connected? Okay.
People are getting
timeout error getting, sir.
Okay. Other people? Okay, I think you give.
PC admin 4 is not open for me, sir.
Yeah, please, if you are getting an error, please close the window and try to open one more time only, because all other people are able to successfully creating the connection. Might be you given some wrong IP address or you given the some wrong code. Again, I'm repeating, when you are given the IP connections in the networking tab, please give the IP address /32. If you are doing any one mistake, it cannot able to maintain the connection with the cloud SQL. For that reason, you are getting such kind of timeout error. Okay, and some people are saying
steps I followed. So
now if you are following the same steps, you won't get the error, right? Because all the other people are able to working properly, right?
Yeah, it's showing global SQL.
Cloud SQL inside data.
In there. Just 1 second. Offline people are facing some issue. Just 1 minute. Okay, so for offline people it's working only. For online people, we can check it at the end of the class. Okay, now once you are going to create this one, so what the next step here? So if you observe in the left side, we are having the two servers. One is for the local and one is for the cloud. Whatever the one we created for the cloud server, so please click on that arrow here. And here you can able to see the Postgres. Please right click on the Postgres again one more time. Right click on the Postgres, click on query tool. Whatever the server you created for the cloud, click on that arrow. Below that you can able to see the Postgres. On top of the Postgres, please click on the query tool. Please click on the query tool. Okay. Now again, what is happening here? It is opening the one more query window like this, Andy. But this query window is connected to the local server, or this query window is connected to our cloud server. This is connected to our cloud server. Here also, just for cross checking, Andy, I'm given the query called as select start from information underscore schema dot tables. Click on run.
Hey, sir, sorry for the interrupting. I am getting internal server error.
That's something on you. So might be somewhere you did the mistake. That's why you're getting that internal server error. Yeah, I think we have around 53 people online. How many people are facing the issue? Can you please just say yes?
I'm also, sir.
One.
Actually,
Okay.
for
Yeah, one.
me,
No, 1 second. One. Any other people?
Yes, sir. I am.
2, 3, 4. Next.
I
5,
am, sir.
6,
Myself.
7. No. Fatler. So just click on the Postgres only. So don't click on the Cloud SQL admin. Please click on the Postgres.
Okay.
Please click on the Postgres and right click and click on the query tool. With that, you need to open this window. And if you are able to run in this query information underscore schema dot tables, which is nothing but you are having the proper connection with your cloud SQL.
Okay. Checking.
Okay, 6 members. Anyone else?
Yeah, for me, when I click on the Cloud SQL admin at the time only, I'm getting the
No, don't click on the
server
Cloud
error.
SQL admin, Andy. So what I'm telling here, I'm telling that please click on the Postgres. Forget
Yeah.
about the Cloud SQL admin for some time. Please click on the Postgres and right click on that. Click on the querying tool, and with that you will get this window. In this window, please run this query. If it is working indirectly, you can able to say you connected to the Cloud SQL without any issues.
Yes,
Then I
sir.
can able to open query.
Nice. Okay, other people still. Other people, whomever saying you are getting the error, and please click on this Postgres. Don't click on the Cloud SQL admin, because for admin we need to perform some different activities. That's the reason. Please don't click on the Cloud SQL admin. Please click on the Postgres. Right click on query tool. Then you will get this window. In this window, please give it as a select star from your information underscore schema dot tables. Okay. Now, if you are able to run this query, and so now what I will do here is, here I'm going to create the schema. You try to give the answer. What is the command we need to give to create the schema? Just give it as a create schema. We are given the schema name. So for example, I'm given the schema name is sample schema, or I'm giving sample underscore 1. So just to create a small schema here, Andy. So because here we need to maintain one table, that table only we are going to use as part of our BigQuery integration. For that reason, I am going to create the schema. So give it as a create schema name. In my system, I'm giving it as a sample underscore 1. In your system, by depending on your convenience, you can give any name. Just run this query. Okay, so I created the schema. Now here in this schema, I want to create the table. Try to create this table, whatever the table I'm showing you here for our practical purpose. So I given the table structure, I given the data in our Telegram group. please copy that information into your system and try to create the table and try to insert the data.
Sir, we should go to the schema first, right?
Sorry. No need to go anywhere, and in the same window, please run the queries. Please follow my instructions. Whatever the query window we opened, from that window only try to create the schema. And I given the table structure, I given the data to insert the data into the table. Please run those queries from the PG admin window. Okay, after creating the table, after inserting the data, just give it as a select star from your table. You should be able to see the data here. Now again, I'm asking the same question, where we are doing all these activities, Andy? In our local Postgres or in the cloud Postgres? We are doing all these activities on the cloud Postgres, and you only try to give the answer. In the Postgres, are we going to perform any different activities, or we are performing the same activities, whatever we have done in the MySQL? In the MySQL, you created the tables, you inserted the data, same activities we are going to perform in the Postgres also, because all these are the relational databases only. And if I'm going to explain the same topic again on the MySQL, might be you will get the confusion, might be you will get the bore feeling. For that reason, just we are exploring a new database called as a Postgres. In the Postgres, we are doing all these kind of activities by using our cloud SQL. Okay, just I want to add one very, very important instruction. And if you observe here, you are working on the query window. Please cross verify in which query window you are working. You are working on the local server query window, or you are working on the cloud server query window. How we can able to see that information? Above you can able to see your username, and you can able to see @ your connection name. And here my name is showing it as a cloud Postgres. This is the name I given for my cloud SQL server connection. That's the reason it is showing the name as a cloud Postgres. By seeing the name, you need to understand whether your window is connecting to the cloud server or it is connecting to your local server. Please verify this one. Here also some people will do the mistake, and they are connecting to the local server. In the local server, they are creating all the tables. After that, when we are integrating with the BigQuery, they are trying to integrate with the cloud SQL. Then if you are trying to access this table, what will happen? You are going to get the error saying that your table is not existent. Just to avoid that, don't do the mistakes here. You need to connect to the cloud SQL server here. You need to open the query window for the cloud SQL server. In that window, you need to create the table and you need to insert the data. Otherwise, after a few minutes or in the 11:45 session, again, you will get so many questions and so many errors. And to avoid all those kind of errors, please follow my instructions carefully. Okay, if you created the table, if you inserted the data, just quickly we'll recap on this. So what activities so far we performed? So what activities we have done? First one, we completed installation of Postgres in our local system. This is the activity we completed. Second one, we created Postgres instance by using cloud SQL service. And next one, we are configuring, or we configured cloud SQL Postgres server in our local system. By using what we have done this activity? By using PG admin 4 application, we have done this activity. We configured cloud SQL Postgres server in our local system, and with the help of the PG admin 4, we perform this activity. After that, we created one table in cloud Postgres instance from our local system. Okay, all these are the 4 activities we completed so far. Now indirectly if you observe here within the Postgres, or I can able to say in the cloud Postgres, we are having one table. Now in the next step, what we are going to do here is we are going to maintain one table in the BigQuery. And within the BigQuery, we are going to maintain one more table. And in between all these tables, we are going to apply joins. So with this, we'll try to understand how we are going to perform integration between Cloud SQL and BigQuery. So these activities are pending until, so we are going to maintain the one table in the BigQuery and one more table in the BigQuery. After that, we need to maintain the integration between our Cloud SQL and BigQuery. So with that, we can able to perform our end-to-end operation. Now overall, today we are discussing about the BigQuery, or we are discussing a new service called as a Cloud SQL. We are discussing about a new service called as a Cloud SQL, but already in the Cloud SQL service is service only. By using the Cloud SQL, what we are doing, we are connecting to either MySQL or Postgres. Indirectly, in the last 15 days of classes, whatever the queries we discussed, you can able to run all those queries on top of your Postgres, okay? But instead of running the queries, what we are doing here, we are going to perform a new activity, which is nothing but how we are going to perform the integration between our Cloud SQL and BigQuery. Now, might be some people will get the question. Already someone asked the question. Why we are performing this activity? Because in real time, sometimes what will happen is to create the reports, few tables will present in relational database tables like MySQL or Postgres, and some tables will present in BigQuery. Now you tell me here, actually in the real time, what is going to happen here? Sometimes are going to present in the relational database tables and some tables are present in the BigQuery, but you want to create the reports in the combination of MySQL tables and BigQuery tables. So what's my requirement here? I want to create the reports in the combination of both MySQL tables and also the BigQuery tables only. So here we can able to say option 1 is nothing but load data from MySQL table to BigQuery table. This is option 1. In this option, what we can do here, if you can understand, export data from MySQL table to one CSV file. After that, you can create this, you can upload this file into the GCS bucket. After that, you can load the data into BigQuery table. By using this option, can be able to achieve the requirement or not? This is one option only. So you want to use the MySQL table in the BigQuery. Now what I'm doing here, from the MySQL table, I will export all the data into the CSV file, and that CSV file I will keep in the GCS bucket. Next, you know what are the steps we need to follow. With that, you can able to create the BigQuery table indirectly. Whatever the MySQL table we are having here or Postgres table we are having here, that table we are converting it as a BigQuery table. On top of that, we can able to perform all our operations. Okay. If I'm going to tell this one, what will happen? Whatever the activities we are doing every day from last 1 week, and the same activity again we are repeating. Instead of that, what we are doing here, we are going to choose the one more option called as a option 2. In real time, in some of the projects, instead of doing this activity, what we will do here is from BigQuery, will connect to Postgres table. With that, we will find our SQL statements. But tell me here, if you are going with the option 2, what all are the steps we are avoiding? No need to export the data, no need to create the GCS bucket, no need to load again the data into the BigQuery table. We are avoiding all these steps. And directly what I'm doing here, directly I'm communicating with the Postgres table from the BigQuery. With that, we are going to fire our SQL statements as part of our requirement. That's the reason I'm saying that in the real time, might be we are going to choose the option 1 or we are going to choose the option 2. Option 1 already we discussed in the previous classes, Sandy. If you are having the CSV file, how to upload to GCS bucket, how we can able to load the data into the BQ table. Already you know about all these steps. That's the reason instead of following this approach, what we are doing here, we are following the second approach. In the second approach, what we are doing here, from the BigQuery, directly we are going to establish the connection with the Postgres table. With that, you can able to fire the query in the combination of the BigQuery table and Postgres table. And to understand in the real time what are the different activities we are going to perform, we are discussing about this option 2. Okay. If you ask me, I can able to give the one more answer here. Option 3. What I will do here is, I will write a Spark code to connect with MySQL, and by using the Spark code only, I will upload data to GCS bucket. By using the same Spark code, I will create a BigQuery table. With that, by using BigQuery, I will perform all the operation. This is the one more option, Andy, or I can able to say option 4. By using data prop, we can able to perform same activities. Indirectly, I am only saying that same activity we can able to perform by using different approaches, Andy. But so far, which approach you know about only the first approach, how to upload the file to GCS bucket, from the GCS bucket, how to load the data into the BigQuery table. But in every project, we are going to perform same activity, or we are going to see the second kind of activities also. We are going to see the second kind of activity. We are going to see the third kind of activity. We are going to see the fourth kind of activity. Now, today I got a chance to explore about the second option. That's the reason we are discussing about how we can able to perform this activity by using the second option, Andy. And one more thing, as part of interviews, if you are going to say, I worked on integration between Postgres to BigQuery, then what will happen? Definitely your interviewers will get the good impression, because this is the one of the advanced activity we are going to perform in the real time, Andy. So if you are going to explain this kind of advanced things, what will happen? They can able to get very good impression. At the same time, they will spend 5 to 10 minutes on this topic only. As part of interview, they will spend 5 to 10 minutes. Indirectly, you are deviating them to your own way. And for example, you are having good knowledge about the integration of BigQuery and Postgres. Once you are going to give this statement, what will happen? Simply, they are going to start the questions on top of this topic. With that, you are saving the time as part of your interview, Sandy. For the interview purpose, for the real-time purpose only, we are discussing about all these kind of topics, Sandy. Indirectly, by using the today's session, we are covering Cloud SQL. In parallel, we are covering how we are going to perform the integration activity between our Cloud SQL and BigQuery. Okay. Any questions so far?
Sir, this Postgres is just a tool, right? Third-party tool to connect.
It's a database. It's a database. Postgres is
it's also database. Okay.
Yeah. Postgres is a one relational database.
Like MySQL, what you said.
And whatever the PZ admin we are using, that is the one of the tool in the Postgres tool. By using this tool, you can able to connect to everything. That's it.
Okay. So like these are the three options, right? You showed like MySQL, Postgres, and another last is SQL Server.
Yes.
In GCP service.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So most of the real time we are using the Postgres, or like any of the tools?
That depends on. In some projects we are going to see Postgres. In some projects we are going to see MySQL. In some projects we are going to see SQL Server. So we are going to see all the things. We cannot able to say only one thing in the real time. In different projects, they are going to use the different services, different databases. Already we discussed about the MySQL. That's the reason, as part of today's session, just I'm trying to explore the Postgres.
Yes, that's correct.
But sir, in real time, only one database will be correct, either MySQL, either Postgres.
Yeah, correct. Only one database only we are going to use as part of real time, either MySQL or Postgres, or we are going to see the SQL Server as part of your projects.
Sir, one more thing, sir. What is sandbox, sir?
Sorry?
Sandbox.
Sandbox is nothing but it's a kind of your local system. In the local system, instead of calling it as a dev environment, we are going to create a kind of a sandbox. In this sandbox, what will happen is we are going to maintain the very less number of resources. Okay, while creation of the Postgres instance, we saw the production, development, and sandbox, right? If we compare the development and sandbox, in the development we are having the 4 GB, in the sandbox we are having the 2 GB. If you are looking for the very cheap resources, then you can go for the sandbox. It's a indirectly equivalent to dev environment, but it's not a dev environment.
Okay.
But in real time also they are using the sandbox, right? But I can hear this word.
Yeah, so see, coming to sandbox in the different applications, we are having the different kind of meanings, Sandy. If you are going to work in the other applications, we are going to have a word called as a sandbox, but that is the meaning of that sandbox is different in the other applications. But here I'm saying in the Postgres, when you are seeing the option as a sandbox, this is the here with the sandbox, we are going to create the cheap resources. Cheap in the sense is nothing but very less resources as part of creation of your instance.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so that's all for now, Andy. So we'll connect in the 11:45 session. In the 11:45 session, we'll try to understand how we can able to perform the integration between the Cloud SQL and BigQuery. With that, we can able to cover one of the advanced topic as part of our session. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Sir,
what about the error which you are facing?